right now it just seems like we are going to be doing this alone. It's definitely a very disappointing time and a very scary time to have to give birth. Hi, I'm Alexis. I'm living in the Chicagoland area and I am almost 37 weeks pregnant, and the coronavirus outbreak is definitely changing how I expected to have, give birth and to welcome our daughter into this world. My family, everybody in my family is either a first responder or a healthcare worker, so it just is pretty dangerous for me to see anyone because they're going out all the time and interacting with people that are sick all the time. My husband actually goes out to work as well. Weeks at a time we have spent living in different parts of the house because he's really afraid to get me sick, even though we're living together, and trying to, prepare our baby's room and make sure we have everything. My hospital appointments have been very different as well. You're no longer allowed to bring any kind of guests to your appointments with you. But the first week, nobody called us to tell us that. And they wouldn't let Ihan come in. They made him wait in the car. And that was pretty upsetting because we hadn't had an ultrasound in a while, and I've had a really difficult pregnancy, and it's always really comforting when we get to see that she's okay because I've been so sick. So he was really looking forward to that. So he no longer can come with me, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but when you're giving blood or getting a test done, it's totally empty here. And I did find out at my most recent appointment that we will have to give birth with masks on as well, to try to breathe and you have a mask on your face. I found it a little difficult because I do tend to faint, which is causing a lot of anxiety right now. So far, we are allowed to bring one guest with us to the delivery room. Of course, that could change, and you could have to do it all alone. We are packing my hospital bag this week, and we're also going to pack my husband's. If he forgets anything, he won't be able to re-enter. Here we go. So we're back home from the hospital. It was definitely different than I had expected the past couple months. We were escorted upstairs after we had our temperature checked. We had to stay in the room until I got tested for COVID. Once it was negative, it was actually a lot easier, but we weren't allowed to leave the room the whole time. And I had an emergency C-section, so that was a bit difficult. My mom works in the same hospital, and she couldn't come, and I just really, really wanted her to be there. She met her granddaughter in the parking lot when I got discharged. But we're home now, and also everything is a little different than we thought. We can't really have guests over.
It's dangerous for the baby. It's a very hard time we are having here.
His mom can't come.
Yeah, my mom can't come. She was supposed to be here.
Help us get ready.
Merhaba. Ne haber anne? Nasılsın? Bak. İyiyiz. Siz nasılsınız?
Bak. On top of all the fears in general of just being sick and the impacts that can have on the baby, there's just so many restrictions on life that's making this not the time we thought we would have. And there's so many little moments, just little milestones you look forward to. For both of our parents, this is their first grandchild, so we were really looking forward to everyone being able to meet the baby and it being kind of a fun celebratory moment when we bring her home. But so there's just a lot of things that we are accustomed to in getting ready for a baby that we just can't have anymore. But hopefully this clears up soon, and this summer we can kind of proceed and introduce her to our family.